let's get started then. Feet together.
Yes, they need ready.
Okay, so let's just loosen up a little bit. Just do the sides, do some punches. Try to remind yourself every time you keep the butt tucked under, and think about the opposite side stretching this part here. And as you do that stretch, this side wants to stay forward, right? So if you just think about those three things, and keep reinforcing that, right? Okay, ready? And go, hey, 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 hey. All right, let's do the other side. And go, hey, 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 hey. So guys, try to get the hands to work together. You don't want to just like this hand flop around over here, like you're just doing one side. Get them both working at the same time, right?
What's up?
Not that hard. Okay, so now Oizuki, step in and punch. Same thing again. Don't let this hand come back too early. And when you get there, finish. Don't just kind of like give up at the end, right? Okay, ready? Go, hey. And back again. Hey. And back again. Hey. And back again. Hey. And back. Hey. And back. Hey. Good. Hey. Good. Hey. And one more. Hey. Or it looks like your punch goes across like this, like you're doing this kind of thing. Try to finish it in a good position, right? So you don't get a bad habit. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. So let's do some mind getting. Kick, come back. Ready? Here we go. Hey. 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 All right, good. Other side, same thing. Ready? Go. Hey. 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 All right, good. Okay, Mike in. So this way. So again, finish the punch and back. I don't want you to snap back just yet, right? Ready? Hey. 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 All right, good. Just the arms a little. Okay, so in your own time, you're going to do side kick, come back, side kick the other side, and come back. So go for 10 on each side. Go. So go both ways, right? Do both ways. All right, good. So just stretch back. Okay, and then down. So over to the side. And the other way. Good. And as you do this, just gently let your arm go straight behind you, like you're doing a karate chop behind you. Stretch out your pec muscles here. Okay. Right, down into horse stance. Push one side. And the way. Just slightly stretch hamstrings. And the side. Right, good. Okay. So just do a couple back kicks. Just kick this way and come back. Just do it a few times. Just kind of get yourself warmed up to it. Good. Okay, so let's break it down a little bit. So if you're kicking with your right leg, that's your back leg. Don't let that foot turn. When you turn to do your back kick, don't let it turn. The only thing that turns is your front foot. So think almost like you want to bring your knees together, like you're squeezing your knees this way, protect your groin. So think this way. So just do that a few times. See how close my knees come together? So the back foot doesn't turn. I mean, if it turns, it only turns very slightly. I want it to be a little bit of grip on that back foot. So just do this motion this way. Now, while you're doing that, keep looking forward. See how my hand stays there? I'm not turning my shoulders. My shoulders stay where they are. All right? Go ahead and try that. Like there's a bug on the floor, you want to squish the bug. Now, as you do it, don't put the weight forward. Keep the weight back. See how my weight goes this way. Right? Go ahead. Okay, but don't let the shoulders go. Watch. Don't do this. Now you have no torque anymore. So watch my hands. My hands don't move. See from here? I don't let my shoulder and hands go like this. So keep your elbows where they are and let your body turn inside of your shoulders this way. Do that a few times. Yeah, I used to think I had a decent back kick, but I could never score with it when I was sparring. Never scored with it. Sensei Kimura taught me how to do it this way. And then like a year later in the world tournament, maybe 2 years later in the world tournament, I scored 3 times in a world tournament with it. Right? So usually if you score with a back kick, it's like an ippon. Back kick, very strong kick. Yeah. Right, okay, so now, so don't, up to now I didn't want you to do any kicks, but watch. My back foot doesn't move, just the front foot, right? Now I'm gonna keep looking. So watch, my head doesn't turn. Keep looking, and now when I kick, that's when I can look over there. When I kick, right? So don't go like this and then turn your head. If you turn your head, it makes you spin. It becomes a spinning kick. We don't want a spinning kick, we want a straight kick. The spinning kick is okay if you make contact, but if you don't make contact, you go out of control. You lose your balance, right? So
Sure.
the other guy can get out the way and nail you if you're going off balance. So all I want you to do, don't think of kicking yet. Just go like this. Make sure you're still looking. So I'm actually trying to bring my chin and my shoulder together. Like this. See that? There? Now when I do the kick, that connection stays there. I don't turn my head. It stays there. And when I kick, I'm looking over there now. So I don't try to look first. You look first. It's a telegraph. It slows you down and makes you spin too much. Go ahead. But make sure you keep looking, Jake. That was a good kick when you turned your head. So keep looking, keep looking. Now go. That's it. Right. So you only turn your head when the kick is coming out. That's it already. That was a good one, yeah. It's so much easier to get a decent kick this way. You just turn the heel. Yeah. That's it. So you hear like this. See? So if you're sparring, eventually you don't need to do all this. You're going to do it, but you do it as you kick. All you do when you're sparring, you just squeeze your knees. You squeeze your knees, and then from there, it just goes. But to get there and not have any bad habits, we do it slowly first. So turn. And now my back leg is coiled. See all that? I don't know if you can see my foot. All this energy I'm creating here is getting stored in my back leg. And then last second, it wants to go. When I release it, right, it's all coiled up in there. The torsion in the back leg. And I have a bad knee, and it doesn't bother my knee to do this. So it's not going to hurt your knees if you do it right. Turning your head, though, Dan. Don't turn your head.
What's that?
You're turning your head too early.
What's that?
Trust that you're going to hit it. Yeah. So when you, like for me, if I'm standing in a big clock, if there was a big clock here, the 12 o'clock is where the target is, right? So when I kick, I should be looking at, what's that, 4 o'clock. So Dan, you would be looking at 7 o'clock.
What's that?
Yeah. So don't, watch my head. My head doesn't go all the way to 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock or anything like that. My head stays. I want to kick there, watch. I get to here. Now when I kick, I'm actually looking there. What that does is it rotates my spine, locks my spine. So it becomes one solid unit now. Yeah. It's a very heavy kick. Now that was better, yep. So keep trying it now. So do a slow kick. So you're getting this motion here, chin is still there. Now try to keep this connection here with your chin and kick. And the trick to having the aim, the accuracy, is your heel. If your heel points at the target, you're going to hit the target. Okay? If your heel points over there, if my heel going that way, that's where my kick goes.
Where's that?
If my heel points over there, that's where my kick goes. So wherever your heel points is where your kick will go. So point it at the target. Yeah. Good. Make sure your foot is flexed as well. No pointed feet when the kick. Foot should be flexed. Like you're going to stomp on the ground. So watch my hips. See, my hips are going to do this. Goes 1, 2. So I'm here. As I turn, hip goes back. Now as I kick, this motion. So I'm throwing all my center of gravity. The weight around my center of gravity here is getting thrown into the kick. So do it slow. It doesn't matter. Okay, looking good. That was nice, Jake. That was a good one. So, Ori, you're doing it quite nice. You're just letting this shoulder come forward too much. Keep it back as you turn. See, because that's what people see. They see this first. So you don't want to turn that too early. It's a giveaway. Yeah. Almost like I want to do a block. Like I'm blocking here. Something like this. See? It stays there, like I'm blocking and then kicking. And actually, that works pretty good because I've done that fighting. Somebody did a front kick, I blocked it, did a back kick. Works pretty good. Good. Okay, so now while you're doing that, you got to make it a continuous motion because a lot of times people do back kicks. They make two motions. They go 1, 2. Okay, so that's way too slow. You're stopping in the middle, and that's when you get nailed in the back, right? Or the guy just gets out of the way. So I want you to go slowly, and you gradually speed up. So watch. I'm gradually speeding up. It's all one motion, right? So I go 1, 2. Right? So slow. Yeah. So there's no stop in the middle. Yep. Good. You want your hips to be kind of loose and give it like a little wiggle. Like my body does a little bit of a kind of a whoop motion. You let the hips go first, right? So the principle of what we're doing, let me show you for a second. Imagine I got this. So I have let's say I have a towel or something like this, right? So I can twist it. 1, 2. Yeah, I can twist this. I want to twist it into a like I want to wring out the water in it, right? So I want to wring it out. I can twist it many ways. I can hold the bottom and twist the top. Okay? Or I can hold the top, I can twist the bottom. Right? Keep twisting the bottom. Right? Or I can twist them both at the same time. Or I can hold the bottom and the top, and I can twist the middle. Okay? So imagine I need 3 hands, but like this. See, when I let go, what's unwind, right? So what I'm doing here, if my body was that rag, I'm twisting the bottom. Sorry, I'm twisting the middle. And the bottom doesn't move, the top doesn't move. Watch. So if I think about this leg, I'm twisting myself like this. But the top doesn't move, and my foot doesn't move. So I go this way, so I'm twisting the middle, right? This way, I would be twisting the top. It takes a long time to coil it up. For my body to tighten up like that rag, it takes a lot of twisting before I can do that, right? Or I could do the foot first. I could twist the foot, but it doesn't work that way, right? So I think twisting my center. The top doesn't move, the bottom doesn't move, but the center moves. So I'm getting that twist. So what I'm doing now, I'm coiling all that twist up into my head, my neck, and my leg. If my head doesn't move, my foot doesn't move. This foot doesn't move. Like this. Okay? Once I get to there, I release this one. I keep this one, but I release this one. It goes. So think about, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do this with the shoulders. That's okay if you're doing like a wheel kick or something. And you kind of come around this way. But it's also kind of slow, right? Each has a purpose, you know. You find that some of the Taekwondo guys, they can make those wheel kicks really fast, right? Well, they're very good at that twisting motion. But this is a straight kick, it's not a round kick. So twist the center and release it. Just do that a few times. You get used to this, it becomes so easy. And you're so fast when you want to score with it. Don't try to kick hard, just try to get the motion. Yeah. Jake, try to keep looking to that corner a little bit longer. Yeah. You'll see, if you miss the kick, you'll be able to recover faster. See, if my head goes, watch. If my head goes, I can't stop myself from going forward. So if I miss, which you probably do 90% of the time on a back kick, you miss it, right? So what I do, I keep my head here. So if I miss, I can come back.
What's that?
See? And I have that lock at the very end of my kick. It's very solid. The body is locked into one joint, one bone. Go ahead, try a few more. Yep. Okay, it's looking quite good. So these are all different ways that Sensei Kimura came up with for us to practice this, right? So watch. It's not me. This is not my kick. It's his kick. He just taught, used to teach us how to do it a lot back in the 80s and 90s. So imagine I do a front kick, and then come to here. I don't want to do this. I don't do that. Yeah, I don't turn my body before I put my foot down. I come back to my starting position. As soon as my foot touches the ground, return. 1, 2. Then I can do back kick. Try that. So don't turn until after your foot's touched the floor. That was good, Dan. Yeah. Just try not to look. You're turning your head a little early, Dan. Try not to. Yeah. It's hard not to. You gotta trust it. It takes a while to build the trust.
What's that?
Yeah, she's gone still. Keep going. You're doing good. Watch my elbows, guys. We don't want to do this. You don't want the elbows to go first. We want this just from here to go first. Right, I did it myself. I did there and kicks are looking quite good. So Gavin, your kick looks good, except one little thing. Shoulders, watch. You're doing this nicely, you're getting this, and then you're going, this is going first. Try not to. The more you try not to, the more you'll start to activate this area. Here, and get to there. So I get this 1, 2. The way I feel it, as my foot hits the ground, I actually do this. Opposite. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Looking quite good though. All right, good. So just relax for a second. So it's coming along. So I'm jumping ahead. Normally, if we were at the dojo, I wouldn't be showing you this too early, but I want you to practice. The Sensei Kimura, he had us do this for like, I don't know, almost a year. And then he said, okay, don't do it that way anymore. So like, what? He did it that way, and it was working for us. We were able to use it quite well, but it wasn't 100% yet. He said, okay, now I'm going to show you the last part, which is to speed up the whole thing. So you're still doing it, but you can't think about it. And the timing is slightly off. So if I'm in a sparring and I do this, as fast as I try to do it, it's going to be slow. Because the person sees that motion. Now, if I turn my upper body, they see that before anything else. But if I keep my head and my shoulders where they are, it's much more difficult for them to pick it up. They'll still pick this up. But what happens eventually is, instead of me going like this, all I do is I squeeze. So I squeeze, and then from there, now everything happens at the same time. So say I'm in left gear. I squeeze, and then from here, it goes. Right? Squeeze. So just squeeze the knees. like I'm holding a big beach ball. I'm going to squeeze and then go. You'd be surprised how fast it goes. Because you've already programmed that other part into your kick. Right? So give it a try. See if you can do that. Yeah, looking quite good. But remember, don't look down. Keep looking to that corner. Getting better, yeah. And when you're sparring, you see, you can actually be moving. See, as I move, I squeeze. So I'm keeping the guy busy with my hands, right? Keep him busy with my hands. And as I do that, I gain about another foot distance. I go this way, I squeeze, see? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh. So you can try that as a way of moving in to get the kick out. The trick is not to be too invested in the impact. Don't worry if you miss him. We sometimes try so hard to make sure we don't miss, we make a big telegraph.
It seems like
the
it's
trick is to do it, and if you miss, it's okay.
You know, it seems like it's such a heavy kick. You don't have to be that invested in the impact. It's just going to happen.
It is. It's very strong.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you think, oh, I'm going to miss, he's going to move back, then what happens is you stretch it out. And it gets even easier for the guy to see it coming. He gets out of the way. So the thing is to aim for a spot. It's like they say when you play golf. It's like I come up for the swing, and I start my swing when there's no ball there, right? I start to swing, and as I start to swing, somebody puts the ball there. So I don't know I'm even going to hit it. It's like it's a surprise. So I'm doing the kick, and I don't care if I'm going to get the guy or not. But all of a sudden, the guy gets in the way, and I hit it. All right? So if you're anticipating the impact, you start to try harder, and you make it a big emotion, and telegraph it, that's harder to get. But if you just think, get there as fast as you can, if I miss, it doesn't matter. I'll just get out, I'll just recover.
What's that?
You'll be okay, yeah. Don't look. That's it. Jake is coming quite nice, but I still see you looking a little bit to your right. When you turn, like at the couch, try to look out the window. At impact, look out the window. Yeah. Something like that. Kick a little lower. You don't have to kick so high. Yeah, you can look at your door or something. Look at the door, yeah. Okay, not bad. Yeah, gotta get used to it. That's it, Gavin. That's coming. See, Ori, go again. So, Ori, the kick is quite nice. But you're turning your head a little too much. Try not to turn the head. Yeah, see, that's better. If you could still look at it, watch. If I could still see my foot, that's actually still a good kick. I'm still looking. That's going to be a solid kick. So that's the feeling, but obviously not as exaggerated as that. Keep looking, yeah. Nice, Ori, that was good. That was a nice one. Here's the other guy. See him? Come here. Here. Okay, well, you can see the difference, right? Come here. Sit. Sit.
How much heavier?
We don't even know anymore.
110.
He's probably about 10 or 15 pounds, maybe 10 pounds heavier than this one.
One on the
But they
left.
do get much heavier, I think. Right? They get up to about 160. These guys are a little over 100. But he is anyway. If they were working really hard, you can get them up to like 150, 160.
One's named Mike Ken and the other one is Mike Gary.
Yeah. Mike and Yakuzuki. One, two. That would be funny. Mike and Yakuzuki. All right, looking good. Yeah. Just something to practice a little bit on your own time. Yeah. Not too many people score with back kicks, it's a difficult kick to score with. Okay, so now, let's think about the finishing part. Since a lot of the time we do it, we don't score because it's hard to score with this kick. How do you recover? So after the kick, I don't want to go like this because that slows me right down, and I'm going to run into something. The guy's going to hit me, right?
Bruce.
I also don't want to try to go back. I don't want to go one and try to come back because while I'm completing the kick and coming back, I can get hit in the back. I get hit all the time, right? So that's another dead spot. There's a couple of dead spots there. So what you want to do is do the back kick and come into a side kick position. So you can defend from here, right? I can do back first, I can do a side kick. So if I miss the guy, I miss him, I can do a side kick. Right? So try to, after you finish the kick, come back like this. So my feet are now like this, which is like I'm doing a side kick. Right? I'm going to do a side kick, a step to the side kick, right? So when you finish in the side kick position, and then throw a side kick and throw back first, and you can block, right? You got a better chance. So after you finish, you can always step back by doing that. Yeah, give it a try. That's it. Good. Yeah, throw that side kick afterwards, throw back first, and make sure you can block, right? So Ori, after you kick, look on the other side. Now look the other way. So you're turning back again. Don't turn back into fighting stance. Finish in the side kick position. Do a back kick. Okay, now look at, yes, like that, yeah. After you finish the kick, you can turn your head. So watch me. I do the kick. Okay, and then I turn this way. So I'm ready to block. And because I'm in this position, I can get out nicely. Yeah.
Can you do that again?
What's that?
You do that again. I didn't get what you.
All right. So watch. Back kick. And come back this way. It's as if I want to do a side kick with my right leg. I step behind, right? It would turn the other way. Turn the other way. But do a regular back kick like you just did before, right? Do the kick. Okay. Now look the other way. Look the other way. Turn your head the other way. Yeah, that's it. Now do a side kick with your right leg. No, that's your left leg. Right leg. Yeah, that's it. So watch. I'll do it from the side. Here, kick, and back. Then I can do a side kick if I need to. Right? That's it, yeah. And keep your hands up so you can, in this position, you can block. If you're back first, you can kick, whatever. That's it. Yeah, good. Even if the side kick's not very good, it might keep the guy away. It stops him from attacking, right? Good, good. Okay, so now move around a little bit like you're sparring, move around a little bit. You can, like I said, you're going to jab, like you want to just kind of keep the guy busy with your hands. And as you do that now, go for the back kick. But do it like in a very light sparring way, so you're going to get comfortable with it first. If you go too fast, you might just not be able to do it. Keep it light. Think of squeezing. Squeeze your knees. Squeeze your knees. Squeeze your knees. Good. And once in a while, throw in the front kick, back kick. Another way is watch this. Watch my feet. I do that, but I do back twist. I'm here. That was good, Jake. That looked pretty nice. Still turning your head a little too much, right? But it's getting better. It takes some practice to believe that your head doesn't need to turn. Good. All right, good. So that's good for now. You got to keep your hips nice and loose with this one, right? And make sure at the point of impact that your back will be slightly arched this way. I don't want to be huddled over like this because then my kick, it doesn't want to, my kick doesn't want to come up. As soon as I arch my back, my leg wants to come up because this distance gets shorter. It lifts my leg up for me. Okay, so your chin will be up. You don't want to do a back kick with your head down. All your weight goes opposite direction. You lift up your head because it throws your weight into your kick. So I'm here, and my chin is up now. Yeah, I can actually hold my balance there. This way, I have a hard time holding my balance. So this is what I'm looking for here. I get this position in the kick, right? So keep that in mind when you do it. All right, looks good. So we'll see you guys Saturday. Everybody's around Saturday, right? Okay, cool. Feet together.
You ready?
Right. Thank you, guys. All right, have a
Thank
good
you,
one.
Gavin. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Have a good night. Thanks.
Thank you, Sensei. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, Dan. Take care.
All right.